All right, all right. All right. Want to make sure that I'm coming in clear. All right. If you all can hear me, let's go ahead and get a thumbs up, brothers and sisters. Also, the brothers and sisters on YouTube. As we always say, we have a timely lesson in a time that's, uh, hey, seek and ye shall find, brothers and sisters. You click on the news, you open up your front door. Hey, whatever you need to see is right there now. It's literally, as one would say, at one's doorstep, right? So, what we at right now, brothers and sisters, is that we are no longer in a time frame to where we are convincing anybody, right? You see, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. There's no more convincing that we need to give in this hour, brothers and sisters, that most, right, that all will not see through what you would call a life experience, right? There's there's all types of chaos, from earthquakes, from wars and rumors of wars. Hey, listen, pick up the book. You see? Matter of fact, we in the time to say pick up any book you want, because a lot of books, no matter what background, what religion that brothers and sisters are saying that they're a part of, still tap into a level of understanding, right? When it comes to prophetic. And no, we not blessing, saying, hey, go grab whatever. But what we saying, we in a time right now, whatever you want to see, hey, seek and ye shall find. But as for me and my house, we're going to serve the head of all existence, right? We're going to serve that source what gives us breath of life. I can't tell you, how you should be operating with one will call their religion, but our religion is going to show forth a reputation over here. And everyone that surrounds me, everyone that I'm around, that's how we live. We live by showing forth our religion through our reputation. See? So we not looking for love. We the ones that saying we are who we are. See? We not looking for peace. We are who we are. See? So when we go inward, brothers and sisters, who do we see? What reputation are we truly living in? You see, do we want good, or are we actually trying to be the good that we desire? Everyone judge within themselves. But as this lesson title says, brothers and sisters, right? Moreover, as this lesson title says, the thief is. Hold on. Mute this one. Okay. Can you hear me? All right. As it says here, brothers and sisters, the thief is right, leaving the door open. See, we trying to change vessels, okay? We're going around trying to be, right? Trying. See, that's the word. We see the righteous understand. Those that desire to do right understand you don't try to do it. You see? You don't try to do right. You do what's right. So you actually become the thing that's right. See? So we not going around, trying to force brothers and sisters to stop doing what they love. Once again, we live by example, and we all are guilty of it because of what we hide behind when we call love, brother. And then once again, you have to understand here, a lot of things that we used to wrap up as love was actually a form of lust, brothers and sisters. We had a lust for control. So what? I used to look within myself and say, oh, okay, this is not really love, because true love understands how to receive and let go at the same time. See that? True love knows how to hold on, but also release, because nothing belongs to you. Everything belongs to source. Are you tracking me here? So you have to understand something, that when you operate in love, it's not about just holding on. It's about also in a time to come, there may be a need to let go, and that doesn't change one's reputation. But a lot, chiefly speaking to myself in this hour, I had to, the Lord, the head of all existence had to walk with me in a space of, because you know what's right, you want to control the right in all things. And the Lord was like, I'm going to bind you, right? It's not that you're wrong in how you're looking at that, but the Father was like, I'm right. See, I'll give you the grace of that which is right, but my ways are not your ways, elder. See, so I'm gonna bind your hands and I'm gonna show you what's actually right, so that we are not leaning on to our understanding. And the Lord had to show me that, hold on, I have a lust for control. I mean well, but it's not what's well. See? You mean good, but you start to find out the residuals from that is not the feeling of good. See, you can have somebody start to resent you because you trying to push on them before time the right thing to do, when they may be on a trajectory of doing that which is in error. And we have to allow that to be, brothers and sisters. Now, this may be hard for a lot of us, but this is an inward thing here. See? This is a self-examination. This is, is this my love actually talking, or is this my lust? See? Because love, pure love, understands that I have to go. I have to release so that another can come. See? This is what the master was saying. I have to go so that the comforter may come. See, so that wisdom, right, can teach you all things. Sometimes we're in places too long, brothers and sisters, that we become stumbling blocks to brothers and sisters. We have to we have to remove ourselves and clear a level of present a level of separation, right? So that an intermediate or a mediator can come in and help. And sometimes, brothers and sisters, one's own choices has to be that teacher. See, check this out. Just like many of our choices were. So it's not like we're doing anything or giving anything that we didn't learn from also. See that? So we're leaving the door open and a thief comes in. Whose fault is that? Do we blame the thief, or is the thief actually doing according to their reputation? See? So this is why this hour, write this down, brothers and sisters. This is a watchman hour. Everybody has to be watchful and careful of every choice and decision that they're making in this hour, because some of them will in just making it plain, one may not be able to come back from. Every decision in this hour is likened onto what's going into the Middle East. Hey, the finger is on the button. At any moment, the nukes can fly. See? So we have to look at our lives, that there's a war going on even inside of us. There's a war between the spirit and the flesh that we have to understand, and we have to come into to the wisdom of saying, listen, I can no longer focus on these external factors. Everything we must do in this hour must be within, brothers and sisters. We have to go within. All right. So now, what are we saying here? You got to let a thief be a thief. You got to let the liar be a liar. You got to let the truth be the truth. Who are you? See, that's what's matter. That would it ain't what you can point out in another brother or sister, because everybody's doing according to their reputation. You leave a door open and a thief comes in, he's right. That's the hour we in. Don't try to accuse the thief in a house or a door that you left open. See? When we leave those doors open, hey, the thief is right. When I give space for one who operates in the spirit of manipulation to dwell around me, hey, one of the fruits of manipulation is a lying tongue. Well, hey, the liar is right if you're giving space for the manipulator. See? But are we making room for the truth? See? Because this is where Christ lies at. This is where salvation lies at. And this is where our focus should be at in this hour. Let everybody do what they're doing. Dust your feet off and keep it moving. All right? Let's take that deep breath in, brothers and sisters, and let's go right into it, brothers and sisters. This is a lesson about respect and honor. You see, everybody, according to the reputation of what we possess in this body, everybody gonna get their respect. We even respect the thief for being a thief. At least we know who you are. See? It's the ones that's straddling the fence that's coming one way but doing another. Sleight of hand type. See? But don't get mad at the thief when the thief shows you, and tells you who he or she is. Nah, you honor them. Thank you, thief. Thank you for letting me know that my door shall always be closed when you come around. See? Thank you, manipulator. Right? Thank you for showing me first what not to do, but also, hey, you don't have to worry about me trusting you with any secrets. See? You don't have to worry about me correcting you or anything like that. Because all that's gonna do is cause envy, brothers. It's gonna cause unnecessary drama. All right. Let's take this deep breath in and let's get into this lesson about respect and honor, including respect for the thief. All right. Because I'm gonna show you, right? We're gonna go into this and show you how the father always, even the master always wanted to show you that, hey, I respect you enough to come in your reputation. See? One moment here. One moment. All right. Let's take the deep breath in, brothers and sisters. We're gonna go straight into the lesson. And this breath is always a reminder of where our power lies, which is in the head of all existence. We regardless of what science falsely calls as the source of life, oxygen. We don't breathe oxygen, brothers. We breathe the breath, brothers and sisters. We breathe the breath of life. Shema Yashirela Haya La Hayana Wa Haya Chad. Hero Israel, the Most High, our power, the head of all existence, is but one. Is but one. Ain't no power above the one true living power. We say it in the Hebrew first, then we say it in the English. All right, the original, the Paleo Hebrew, the original tongue. Right? Let's get this up here. Let's get this up here. I hope everybody weekend is going well. Okay, everybody's resting on the Shabbat, and what is the greater wisdom that we've come into, brothers and sisters? The greatest wisdom that we've come into is that, guess what? We are honoring the Shabbat, but are we what we're honoring? See, the Lord said on the seventh day was for us to rest. The Sabbath was a day of rest. So when we come into the Sabbath, brothers and sisters, are we now in the wisdom that the Sabbath is who we should be? Then we move on to a greater understanding, right? We're saying that, oh, the Sabbath never stopped. The Sabbath is all the days of creation because all the days were good. See? So you start to see the oneness in everything that the Father, because of our carnal minds, had to give us a broken down timeline just to come into the oneness to say that all the days are but one. See? The first day is no different from the seventh day. The seventh day is no different from the third day. Every day should be a day of rest and understanding, a day of growth, brothers and sisters. Now we must come into the wisdom of being what it is that we are honoring. Okay? So let's get this real quick. Let's pull this up. All right? Let's go to uh we're gonna start with Ephesians, the 4th chapter. We're gonna start around 28 verse. Gonna stay. Let's start. It says, let's start at verse 17. All right. Pay attention here, brothers and sisters. It says, all right, we're reading from the book of Ephesians. Okay. Ephesians, the 4th chapter, and we're gonna start at the 17th verse. It says, "This I say, therefore, and testify in the Most High, that ye henceforth walk not as Gentiles walk in the vanity of your mind." See? So we are in a time to where, as brothers, we must be, once again, when you're reading these scriptures, you have to understand that as time progresses, a lot of this is going to make more and more sense. You got gas prices rising overnight. You have bombs, wars starting overnight, brothers and sisters. Many brothers and sisters have to now, because of the turbulence of the earth right now in the world. Many brothers and sisters have to rethink their whole life trajectory. See, certain things, as gas is going up, yeah, that big body, you know, that big body Benz and them Tahoes and all that. Hey, this may not be the best time to be driving that vehicle. Every man judge within themselves. See? Anything that starts with big body, it's like, yo, we need to start leaning, lifestyle leaning, outwardly leaning, consolidating our lives in this hour, brothers and sisters, because you're going to start to find out having big, right? Not that you can't be what it is, you see, that you are truly are. This doesn't stop you from being that, but you have to understand that, like it says, even in the Apocrypha, hey, even if you're building, be as one that has to leave. We're gonna go to that in the book of Esdras. Okay? You gotta be as one that, hey, if I gotta dip, I need to dip. If I gotta leave, hey, bags already should be packed. He that has an ear, let him hear. Should have a bag already packed, ready to go. It says, This I say therefore, and testified in the Lord, that that ye henceforth walk not as the Gentiles walk in the vanity of their mind, having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is with them. See, being alienated through the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them. And the only way you can be ignorant of the Father is to not know who and whose you are, and what your source is. True ignorance of the Most High is to think that, hey, you only live once. Hey, do what makes you feel good. When we must first understand that we are not good, brothers and sisters. The only one that is good is the head of all existence. So unless we're coming in his reputation, walking in his likeness, hey, brothers and sisters, we don't have a concept of goodness, because a lot of times to be good is going to come with a level of detachment and separation from things that we think we love, so that the Father can make room to show you what is truly love, brothers and sisters. A lot of us are not making decisions according to the truth of you know what is truly good. We are only making decisions off what makes us feel good. See? And I said this, we brought this out time and time again. Love is not a feeling. Okay, brothers and sisters? Bless you, son. Love is not a feeling. Love is the force. See? Love is the energy source that allows one to move in and through those emotions. But love is an energy, brothers and sisters. It's what gives the servitude, the humility, the honor. Love is what ignites that performance. So love is the treat of many goodly fruits. See? Divine fruits. Love forces you to actually show forth. You can't, like we always say, you can't go pick this and buy this. Give me a half a pound of love. No, you have to be it and have to show it through your reputation. See, having their understanding darkness, being alienated from the life of the head of all existence through ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their heart, who being past feeling have given themselves unto lasciviousness, unto work of uncleanliness with greed. See, that hustle. I got to do what I got to do to make it happen. When we all should have been getting busy in the work of the Most High, showing forth where our source comes from. See? But this world does a great job thinking we have to operate in a hustle mentality. Nah, all we have to do is exist and be. And through patience, the Most High would allow, our lives to be molded in the direction He wants it to go. You got to understand, whatever the Father gives or whatever He takes away it's an easy thing. The Scripture says it's a light thing for the Most High to make a poor man rich. So we not chasing no money. We not chasing no connections. See, we are they who live in existence. Because we understand and know where our power and whose our power is. That's the head of it. See? Because all of these things, this hustle mentality, it says what? But ye have not so learned Christ. See? It's something that we're missing because we are not truly, and this is how we always say that most people, especially growing up in Christianity, most people don't know that you're following an idol. See? Is Christ an idol? Christ, as the scriptures speak of, is not an idol. But the Christ of religion is because you follow something that doesn't allow you to be it. Once again, it blinds the mind, as it says here. It darkens the understanding of actually being what you're following, not being like. You have to be it. See? You go to school. If one has gotten that degree in whatever, whatever degree field that they were in, whatever they were studying, you're getting that degree to actually be what it is you were studying. See? You go to school to become a brain surgeon, or you take your medical courses afterwards. See? You have to do your years of like interning. To actually be that brain surgeon, not to stay in a reputation of being like one. So if so-called wisdom of this world can give you a blueprint for you to follow, for you to be, what is the disconnect with the master? So there's something darkened in our mind because we're trying to chase something, right? Or running after something that isn't there. So most of us, as it says, but ye have not so learned Christ. If so, check it out. Be that ye have heard of him and have been taught by him as the truth in our salvation. See, if this is the truth. What you hearing in this hour, we are the ministers say, no, you can't no longer follow our power, and our power don't allow you to be it. See? We not them brothers. We gonna tell you straight up, if you gonna follow this, you gonna be, we one over here. Ain't no separation over here. Everything is one. If you rocking and you coming, how we move it, we all gonna be the same type of vessel. You gonna find yourself saying the same thing. Hey, how you doing? I'm breathing. Because that's all you have. Who can speak against that? Yeah, you're right. You ain't got no choice to be breathing to still be standing and existing in front of me. See? So we speak the truth of our salvation. As it says in verse 21, we speak the truth of our Savior. To say that our Savior ain't come for you to be like him. He came so that you can be as he is. That you can worship the Father as he worshiped the Father. So that we can lay our lives down on the line on a daily basis as he laid his life down on a daily basis. See? If so be that ye have heard of him and be taught by him as in the truth is in our salvation, that ye put off concerning the former conversations of the old man. We got to die to that, which is corrupt according to deceitful lust. See? And be what? Renewed. Check it out. Be renewed, changed, transformed in the spirit of your mind. Oh, you changed. You different. I am. You're right. You're not wrong about nothing that you just said. I am changed. I'm different. I am. See, you got to live in those spaces when brothers and sisters point that out, brothers and sisters. That's a blessing to see that you are changed. You are renewed. I don't think the way I used to think. See? I don't desire the control that I used to control because I know who's in control, who's the controller. See? And be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man. See? To let you know there's always somebody who we should become, we should be operating in a greater form. Is Christ the greater form? Everyone judge within themselves. Because when it talks about this new man is the mind of salvation, the mind of Christ. It says, and that ye put on the new man, which is after the head of all existence, which after the head of all existence is created in righteousness and true holiness. Well, who's this talking about, brothers and sisters? See? But it comes in a reputation. It says what? Now we have to look at ourselves and say, are we honest? Are we transparent? Because everything we're about to read right now is what we should be doing the opposite of. See? Stop complaining about the thief. Stop complaining about the liar. They doing exactly what they're right. Now we are supposed to be thankful to the liar. We're supposed to be thankful to the thief by showing us what not to do. See, we should be thankful to the abuser. Yeah. See, this a whole nother power. You think, well, man, once again, gotta die to that pride and that ego. Because now we just thinking we're going through whatever we're going through as if no one else is going through anything. Abuse in this world has been since the beginning. You had two brothers, Cain and Abel. You didn't even have 10 people yet on the earth. And Cain killed his brother. This been since the beginning. So since the beginning, life has always showed us, brothers and sisters, how to start to look at life, and those things were disconnected from source. We were supposed to be doing the opposite. So yes, once we look at the negative things that we grew up in, yes, when we look at all of our traumas, we allow those emotions to compass us, to show us, to honor, to bring forth a level of honor in sight, to say, Lord, thank you for showing me what not to do. Every so often, especially if we keep hitting our head on something that we're not learning, we may need a thief to come in and steal. Because sometimes we don't learn unless it hits the doorstep. So when we want to come into this righteousness, or if we truly want to be the righteousness and be the holiness, which is after the image of the head of all existence, it tells us now, self-examine yourself in verse 25. Self-examine, it says what? Wherefore put away lying. See? So the opposite of lying is being the truth. Hey, we have to now live in a space of authenticity, brothers and sisters. When we say transparency, hey, you don't have to overthink, who I am. If I have to put you in that position, I'm just not going to be around you. I'm going to give that space for time and chance for for wisdom, the Most High, to come in and operate on the mind and the heart of a brother or sister. It says, check it out. Wherefore put away lying, be the truth. Check it out. Speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another. No separation. You lie to your brother, you actually lying to yourself, because the same existence that's inside of your brother is in you. Everything is about mirror, right? It says, be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Neither give place to what? Hashatan, the devil. Let him that stole steal no more. See? If you are operating, and stealing don't necessarily mean some people don't understand how we can spiritually. Many people are guilty from divine law, from heavenly judgment, of being spiritual thieves. We gonna go into a lesson of what a spiritual thief is, brothers and sisters. And when you operate in what you would call a spiritual thief, brothers and sisters, you don't give a person the opportunity. See, you take away through manipulation, through witchcraft, or what they would call, one of the words that they're using right now, which is going as narcissism. You are operating in a dark force, or through covenant with demons, brothers and sisters. See? to take away one's right of choice. See? So when I'm not, so how does this look, right? If I come and meet you and I'm not really giving you the truth of what I am, like I can know that I'm sizing you up to see who, what I can get out of you. I'll get in a relationship with you because it's things that you can do for me, but I'm not really trying to be the reciprocity that you need in that. Well, because I'm not forthcoming with these things, right? You will have one making a choice of saying, "Wow, this brother, this sister is a good person." So spiritually, you're taking through manipulation the right of a brother or sister to make a judgment on if they really want to be around you or not. So you have a lot of vessels moving in this realm in that frequency, in that spirit, right? So a lot of people are guilty of manipulation, which is sin, brothers and sisters. When you manipulate somebody to get something out of them, and it's done covertly, you're doing it underneath. As it would say, what you're doing it. Check it out. You're doing it. One who it says thief. Now, check. Here you go. One who takes property from another by stealth. This manipulation, brothers and sisters. See how that spiritual theft is going on? People that manipulate are breaking spiritual laws, brothers and sisters. So you may not, it may seem them like they have a level of gain in the natural, but in the divine, there's a judgment. There's a judgment that's coming down hard. And our Lord and Savior is the real, G, when you're talking about that, because we're going to go into that next after this. It says, let him steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands the things which are good. See, you got to show forth that when it says working with your hands, you got to show forth that reputation with how you moving, how you operating. See, you can't just say good, you got to actually be it through motion and action and reputation. It says that he may have to give to him that needed. It says, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth. See? Backbiting, gossip, heresy, right? Having people, looking at a brother or sister in a way that they don't even know what you're saying, because you're passing lies and you're passing stories around that is not giving that brother or sister an opportunity, if they're wrong, to make right. And if they're right, you're taking away the image of what's good and right. Spiritual thief. See? Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. See, a lot of people are giving up in this hour because those that are sent to show forth what is good, guess what? We talking bad about them. We're making them look foolish through our choice. Hey, I thought this was the one that was supposed to be guiding and leading, and we around here just doing whatever we want to do. Well, guess what? We don't just look bad, but everybody we're connected to looks bad. See? It then says, and grieve not the Holy Spirit, which is wisdom. Whereby it's through wisdom. Check it out what it says, brothers and sisters. It says, through wisdom, which is the Holy Spirit, ye are sealed unto the day of redemption. See, this is our guide, brothers and sisters, that is sent, right? The Holy Spirit is the guide. Wisdom is the guide that is sent to teach us, to show us what not to do, to give us the understanding of how to operate in the power of the opposite of those things that's taking us away from source, taking us away from the Father. Let all bitterness, see, you got to the way you let all bitterness and wrath go is that you start to understand and you seek now why those things happen and what you must learn from it. See, you can't let bitterness go or wrath go when you're still trying to accuse a brother or sister. But when we operate in the energy that all things work together for those that love the head of all existence, we'll now be still and say that, Lord, if you brought this to me, you will help me get through this. See, if you brought me to this, Lord, you will help me what? Getting through this. So you let all bitterness know all things work together for the greater good for them that love and honor the head of all existence. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger, clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. None of it matters. It don't matter. Whatever happened to you, somebody lied upon you. Hey, they only lied to show forth the Father's glory in you, that you the truth when you stay the course. See? But if you still dwelling on, you lied to me, you lied, well, guess what? That's the lie. See? You're not allowing to show forth the Father's glory, or watch this. You're now not showing forth who your power truly is that you may claim. That's the lie. So if somebody's lying on you, that's the moment, brothers and sisters, for you to stand with the Father and show forth the truth in your power, not in you trying to defend your reputation, because your reputation is the source. So let them lie. Be likened unto a fool for a moment. And then the Father is going to raise you up with power. He's going to prepare a table in the presence of your enemies. And be ye what? Not nice. Not, generous. It says, be ye kind. That's why I tell a lot of brothers and sisters, and I'll keep telling, and this is what I'm going to submit to every brother and sister. That's the stop being nice. All right? We're not the elders that's going to tell you to be nice. We're going to say be kind. Because what is the difference? Huh? What is the difference? See, we're not saying nothing that the scripture's not telling you. It says, be ye kind, not nice. Because kindness, what it does is it's the mastery of knowing and considering others. When you're kind, you're not just thinking about yourself, you're considering the thoughts of others before you make an action. So sometimes when you consider the thoughts of others, you have to consider, is if I do this, is this a stumbling block to this vessel, or is this helping them get to where they, to the next journey of them? So how does this look? You may say, well, hey, I'm gonna give a person money, and whatever they do with it, hey, that's what they do with it. Pause. Hey, sow that seed into me. At least I'm transparent enough to show you where those funds will be going. See, but you just, hey, I'ma just, somebody just, I need this. It's like, yo, you do know that they got a drinking problem, right? So what's kind is saying, listen, I love you, but I can't just give you money. I can't support that. But if it's anything that you need in true help, because the true help will be, hey, well, let me invest in something that's going to operate in your transformation and sobriety. See, I would rather put that money that I'm gonna give you in my car and drive you to a location that's gonna help you, come into a greater glory. I would rather, if you need clothes, right? I would rather go to the store and I would actually buy those clothes and actually say, here, what size is it? Let me give that to you. Because kindness allows you to consider whom it is that you're talking. When you're just nice, you're just doing. And you're not taking accountability of whom it is you're operating with. So now you have those that come in the spirit of manipulation and stand there and say, hey, feed me, feed me, feed me. But all along, they just, stashing this stuff to the side. People who operate in nice, listen to what I'm saying, brothers and sisters. The spirit of being nice, just just having that understanding of nice is from darkness. Contrary to what you may have ever heard about niceness, being nice is demonic, brothers and sisters. It's a sleep state. It's a state of being unaware of one's environment. All right? If you've never heard that before, we are the ministers, according to Christ, Christ was not nice. All right? Now you understand why he flipped tables? He was a man of order. He was kind. He was considerate of others. And in kindness, because it's the core fruit of goodness. Check it out. Because kindness comes from a divine source of goodness. It makes one feel bright. It makes one feel when we operate to each other in kindness, we feel liberated, we feel free, we feel high. But niceness is artificial, brothers and sisters. It can give off the sense of something being good or something being given. That's not really there. You being nice. So people think, oh, such and such, she talking to me, or so she must be flirting with me. He talking to me, he must be flirting with me. It's like, that don't mean that. So when you kind, you understand that we all go through things. So, hello, how you doing? Hope your day is well. Because we all going through. But let you curse me out after that. Hey, you ain't got to worry about me telling you nothing again. Because I'm going to be considerate of who you are. That's a fact. You ain't got to worry about me telling you nothing again. And that's love, brothers and sisters. So it says, and be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one, even as the head of all existence, for Christ's sake, for salvation's sake, have forgiven you. See? We gonna still operate in love. But everybody must be able to take their course, brothers and sisters. So we no longer deal with nice. Ain't nobody around us gonna ever say we nice. We're kind. We're understanding. We're considerate. Those are more divine words, brothers and sisters. That's the choice reputation that we should be moving in, because guess what? Many people are going to come with a lying spirit, with a thief mentality, with a betrayal, manipulating spirit. And guess what? If you operate in the spirit of just being nice, they're going to take and steal and betray everything that you have. You're hearing it live and direct on the Sabbath. So be kind, be considerate. But before you make a decision, take an account of whom it is that you're speaking to. Are you following? This is not the hour to just do. Stop it. But hey, judge within yourself. But those that hear the elder, you hear yourself. Those that hear the elder, hear love. And to not hear what is being spoken is to not hear the source. Because that's the speech in this hour, brothers and sisters. So we said that what? When we understand our reputation, the honor that we have for ourselves, we can learn to honor all things. Okay? We can learn how to honor, as we said before, even that thief. Because check it out. We're going to show you the honor of the thief as the master honor the thief. You don't believe me? Check it out. We're going to show you here. All right? We're going to show you here, brothers and sisters. How the master honor the thief. And it has everything to do, how does this happen? It has everything to do with mirroring what it is that we truly love. All right. It says, we're gonna start at the book of Revelations, chapters excuse me, pardon me, chapter 16. We're gonna start at the 14th verse. You see? It says, we're gonna start at the 13th. It says, and I saw, blow this up a little bit here. It says, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon and out of the mouth of the beast. And what are we talking about here, brothers and sisters? For context, we're talking about the wrath of the head of all existence, the plagues that are coming to this earth, brothers and sisters. Okay? The plagues that are coming upon this earth. And then it says that what? We are in this hour. That wrath, those vials, brothers and sisters, have been opened. And many brothers and sisters do not see it. It says in verse 13, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. For they are spirits of devils, Hashatan, working miracles, which go forth unto kings of the earth, to let you know that these spirits rest upon men. So we trying to look at this as like this is this mystical type situation, but spirits, because they don't have bodies, right? Because they are fallen entities. Okay, spirits come from the Nephilim. They are the spirits of the giants before the flood. This is why the flood came, to eradicate them. But those spirits are still in this earth, looking for, have a time frame in this earth to what? Cause a level of chaos, cause disconnect from source, to actually prove. Really, it's one thing. It's to prove where we truly stand, brothers and sisters. Many of us want to claim the master, but we don't want to prove our mastery. See? We want to stand, Christ is the master. Well, prove your mastery. See? Because the mastery is the wisdom, or the accumulation of wisdom, right? That came from a particular course. So if the course is Christ, and he's the way, the truth, and the light, if he's the walking course that we're supposed to be walking in, show your mastery, brothers and sisters. You should not feel no type of way when someone say, hey, show me what you've learned. See? Only those that are not coming in the truth will feel some type of way. It says, behold, it says, for the spirits of the devils working miracles which go forth unto kings of the earth and the whole world. See? So now you're going to see a reputation that just like the kings of the earth, the people will become likened unto their king. So when you see these spirits rest upon men, and then these men gain followers and things like that, hey, stop complaining. Understand that these things must happen. To gather to battle of the great day of the head of all existence. This is what's happening right now. There's a battle that's brewing. To go into a place that the whole earth is going to go into, which is the valley of Jehoshaphat in the Middle East. And all of the armies of the earth are going to use this particular ground to wage war on each other, to truly try to break. And the reason why many people say, well, why is this? Why is it? It's very simple, brothers and sisters. In order to start something anew, you must first break down the old. So war is a way to break down. Same way like World War II was, brothers and sisters. They had nothing to do with German, these different. It's like, listen, they needed to destroy certain relics. They needed to destroy certain cities to rebuild. War is a way to wipe out certain history. You see what I'm saying? So that we can create a new history. So buildings that we see right now, check it out. You're going to This is I want y'all to pay attention to what the elders about to say here. Notice a lot of the destruction that you're about to start seeing that's happening in the Middle East. I want you to look at the buildings. This is how you're gonna know. We never did this yet, but this is how you're gonna know. Whatever buildings you hear them destroying over there, go look at the history of those buildings. It's like, why did they target that particular building? See? So a lot of these targets that they hit, these are not random. They have to break down certain structures or break down certain historical images that's going to lead you, back to a level of understanding. So you break down, you take away all gas cars, and now you have nothing but electric cars on the parking lot. People don't even see this. Fighting over oil. What you fighting over oil for when everything is becoming electric? So somebody's lying. But we have to blame it as if the oil is the problem so that we can now have everybody in electric cars so that when I don't like what you're doing, I can hit a button and your car stop on you. Ain't no more police chases. Ain't no more getting away. And no. If the police say stop now, listen, brothers, listen, sisters, your car gonna stop. They gonna, hey, what you got? You got the new Charger? Oh, okay, cool. Dodge police platform. Okay, Dodge with the license plate. All right, I put my code in. Boom, 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 bam. Stop car. Send security code. All right, this is my police security code. All right, check them out. All right. Bah. Car stop. We not doing that no more. We not about to work hard like that. That's what they gonna tell you. They breaking everything down for control. See, this is why we must be in control of everything. Ain't just doing no more. Everything must have a level of accountability in this hour. Okay? It says, listen, together all the armies in the battle of the great day of the head of all existence, the Almighty. Behold, I come as what? A thief. See, this is why we said. Check it out here. This is why we said. This is why we said the thief is right. See, my thief right. I don't know about your thief, but my thief is right. And my door gonna be left open for that source. See? Because I understand that in this realm, right, many people are mirroring themselves. Like they're because they're looking at, well, you shouldn't be stealing. It's like, listen, we've all stolen, especially when we haven't done the necessary things that cause us to be true vessels of the Most High, children of the Most High, living life how we want to live, doing things according to our own understanding, which caused certain actions to happen that taught us what not to do. But see, when we read this, right, everybody has to understand when you hear the word thief, what thief are you talking about? See, everything is according to who and whose we are. See, this is why you got to know that even the thief that means harm is right because the door is left open. You have to understand the thief that's coming to make all things right is what is the true wisdom in rightness, in righteousness. See, the thief that means harm is only right according to the ignorance of the homeowner. But see this one right here? See this one that speaks boldly and says, behold, I come as a thief. Look what it says, though. See, this thief gives you the wisdom. See, this is how you know when it's true. This is how you know it's not manipulation. This is how you know this is not one that's coming covertly, coming through stealth. It says, yeah, I'm gonna come as stealth to the ones that want to live in a lie, want to live in delusion. I'm gonna come to them as a delusion. But them that are in truth, them that are in a reputation of honor, respect, of love, blessed is they that watch and keep it his garments. See, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. See, we are there saying, be watchful. This is why, what is point of the rules of saying watch? There ain't no more giving. Everybody must be vetted. We got to keep, why? Because you're going to find yourself operating, as it says in the book of Matthew, right? You're going to find yourself operating and giving your all away. People think giving your all away is something that happens in one moment. We are, the reason that you only have a, check, man, wow, all praise. We got to pull this up. Thank you, Father. We got to pull this up. Let's look at this, okay? Because the Lord is showing me something right now, brothers and sisters. And we got to really take this to heart, okay? Let's pull this up. And we gonna allow this to breathe as this comes up, okay? We're gonna allow this to breathe, brothers and sisters, because this is something that we need to sit in. All of us need to sit in this hour, okay? And this is a greater wisdom in regards to having oil in your lamp, okay? One moment here. One moment here. It's the greater wisdom in regards to so we just read that blessed are they that are watchful, right? The master said, I'm coming like a thief in the night. And blessed are they that are watchful, keeping their garments, so that they're shamed. So what are we talking about in your garment, keeping your garment so that you're shamed? What doesn't allow your shame to be put out? Operating in the spirit of virginity, operating in the spirit of celibacy, right? And all of this is when you hear these things, many people see them just on something that you just act out, but it starts first through a reputation mentally, in the mind, in the renewing of the mind. So you have to, in order to be clean bodily, you have to want to have a clean mind. He that has an ill, let him in. In order to want to keep yourself chaste, you have to have a mind of a virgin. You have to have a mind that keeps you in a state of, I don't need to seek all those things. Right? So it says, then shall the kingdom of heaven, right? So what is that then? If the first part, check it out. The first part is I shall come like a thief in the night. Blessed are those, because see, before we enter into that kingdom of heaven, destruction must happen first, so that the new earth and the new heaven may come. See, this world right here has to be totally decimated, so that the foundations of this old world can be understood from a historical standpoint, but it's also going to be a world that teaches the righteous, right, in the world to come what not to do. It'll be something that we looking back to even on the historical aspect, because history still is going to be there. But we're not going to be those that want to repeat it. See? So it says, after that destruction, after that battle of Armageddon, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, right? Which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. It says, and 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. This is going to be a testimony, brothers and sisters, that's going to be given. It says that they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. These are they that's not watchful. These are they that understood that the thief came and they couldn't see the thief because they had no light. They had no oil in their lamp. Okay? It says, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. See? See how the thief comes and you get things taken from you? But this thief, which is the righteousness of theft, says, listen, I'm only taking away which don't belong to my father. Those that belong to my father are going to understand in that hour to be watchful. It says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight, there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom coming, and ye yelled out to meet him. See? Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the wise, give us your oil, for the lamps are going out. See, this is why we go back and we said earlier, this is not an hour to just operate in demonic force of niceness. I want you all to, I know this might sound harsh, okay? But it has to be this hard in order to really allow this to be, this concept to really hit home. Being nice is demonic. Regardless of you ever hearing that before, the mere fact if we've ever told this to our children, to be nice now. No, be kind. Nice does not allow boundaries. It allows your door to stay open so that anybody can come in and out. Okay? So since we are operating in that ignorant state, a majority of the world is operating in that state of ignorance. Check it out. Majority of the world is operating in that state of ignorance. It says the foolish said to the wise, give us your oil. Now, why would a fool feel confident to tell that to the wise? Because the wise will operate in the spirit of niceness. These good virgins were operating being nice. So the foolish felt like, hey, well, I guess in this hour I can come back and get some more stuff from them. See? And this is because most people don't have the understanding of that state of kindness. It's not, it's not, this is giving you the example of how people misunderstand kindness. People think just because you're kind that you're nice. It doesn't work like that. It has, because it's a spirit of liberty, right? And it's from a divine source. It gives the feeling of goodness, a feeling of compassion. See, it's not an artificial feeling of compassion that niceness gives. That's why most people that are nice get mad when the cup builds up that people have taken, and nobody's giving away. That usually allows them to crash out, because the principle and why they were doing it was not based on truth. See? The foolish said to the wise, give us your oils, for our lamps are going out. But the wise answered, saying, not so. See? I know you was understanding that I was, helping you and showing you how to get this thing right. But this is the hour right now, not so. Lest there not be enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell and buy it for yourself. See, this is what kindness does. Kindness allows you to show forth a level of help or a level of aid, but not be the all to be all. It gives room for a brother or sister to figure it out on their own. See? So you have to understand that if we're not operating in this concept, brothers and sisters, we'll be giving our resources away right now. This is a process. Giving your all away is not something that happens in one moment. It's the accumulation of time of not being aware. See? Because all this time has passed and we are not aware of whom it is we're doing from, we've been stolen from all of this time. And we've been giving our good oil to people that have squandered it. And now we're looking for a return from thieves. No, that thief was right. See? You can't ask a thief. The end of a thief is poverty. A thief steals just to become more poor. See? It says, but the wise answer saying, no, not so. Lest there not be enough oil for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came and meaning they were watchful, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. See? Afterwards came also the other virgins saying, Lord, Lord, open up to us. Now, why are these still being called virgins? Because these are people that was mirroring the goodness, but they weren't truly good. They were only virgins because many people are only doing well because you are there, brothers and sisters. Many jobs are successful because you work there. See, this is not something for us to think of ourselves highly than we ought to, but you have to understand what's going on here, brothers and sisters. See, you got 10 virgins, but why all 10 didn't go in? Because you have 5 that were mirroring the other 5. You have 5 that were operating and being nice instead of understanding your kindness is what you were teaching them. So when they were ready to take advantage, right? When it hit the fan, right? Right? When a cup reached the top, they were ready to say, I'm about to take everything. And then the master came, took her, shut that door. Y'all go that way. Sent them in a whole other direction. Just to come back to the source that they left. And the door is shut. And it says, check it out. It says, afterward came also the virgin saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, whenever the master says verily, know that this is a fact. He says, verily I say unto you, I know you not. I don't know you. You just was mirroring something that you wasn't truly who you say you are. And when that time of your mirror was tested, when the mastery of what you were following to be tested, you broke. Physically and spiritually. It says, watch ye therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour which the Son of Man cometh. See, this is what we just read in Revelation. This is the prophecy, the prophetic understanding that I come as a thief of the night. You know not the day that I come. So be as likened unto a virgin. Be watchful. Have oil in your lamp. As the elder is giving you the instruction, don't just be giving your oil to nobody in this hour. This is an hour of vetting, brothers and sisters. For the kingdom of heaven, it says, for watch therefore, for ye know that ye neither select it. Watch ye therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour which the Son of Man cometh. See? This is a time frame to where we all must be able to materialize ourselves in others by allowing our reputations, brothers and sisters, allowing our character to be the example that brothers and sisters truly want to be. But if you hard head, you're gonna have to be hard head. That's all right. I honor you in your hard head in this, but you're gonna have to be hard head over there. If you want to be disrespectful, hey, I honor you in your disrespect, but you're going to have to be disrespectful over there. I honor you being nice, but you're going to have to be nice over there. We kind over here. You're going to start to see the manipulation in the spirit of niceness. Be open, pray on this, brothers and sisters, that the Father illuminates your eyes to the spirit of being nice. You're going to start to see that this spirit there's something else around the veil of this character of nice. And this is going to be the testimony to show you that that spirit of niceness was never a spirit of light. It was a false light that demonic forces uses to infiltrate holy operations, holy temples, holy vessels. But people that love you operate in kindness, and kindness still gonna tell you the hard truth. When somebody's kind, they're considerate of what's the right thing for you versus what you want to hear. So I'm gonna tell you, hey man, listen. Gotta pay, it's okay. You're not wrong for looking at it that way. But those adjustments, what that brother is saying, what that sister is saying, he or she is right. Those adjustments are needed. You got to get this right. Love brings correction. Kindness brings correction. You cannot be kind and don't correct. Niceness doesn't make you correct. It just allows you to just be who you are. Even if who you are is leading you to hell. Please don't be nice to your elder, but have honor and respect as likened unto a father. Be kind, because kindness is what I have for you. For this is love. You're not as off as you think, but we're going to get through this thing together. Those things that you see in me that I do well, mirror those things. Be those things. As the Father continues to grow us, we're going to continue to grow as but one. Repent, be baptized, brothers and sisters. Sin no more. Keep the door open for that thief of revelation. But everyone else, be likened unto the 10 virgins. I cannot give you no oil, because I will not have none for myself and you. I have to be watchful of the one that's coming to mirror. The one that's coming to mirror those, that delusion that most brothers and sisters choose to live in to gain. We watchful over here. We are the watchmen of the Most High. And those that hear us, hear the Father. Repent, be baptized, sin no more. All right? We're going to get through this thing together, brothers and sisters. We're going to get through this together. We're going to open up the floor for any questions. All right? If there's any questions that a brother or sister wants to ask, you can go ahead and ask those questions. All right. Bless you. All right. Let me make sure I take everyone off of should we take everyone off the mute? In here? All right. If there's any brother or sister that wants to ask any questions, you should be able to unmute your mic now. If there are any questions, any extra edification that is needed. We want full honor and respect to be across the table, brothers and sisters. Full honor and respect across the table. All right? But those that truly operate in the theft of this world, let him that steal or stole steal no more. See, understand the true theft that we want. wants is salvation. We want to be stolen from this realm. We like take me from this habitation, right? And secure me in the bosom of the Almighty. All right. We gonna be saved in His shadow. There you go. You can't. It's impossible. Blood. Bless you for that. You know, the kindness for weakness. Even it's impossible. You see that, and what's funny about that, and when I say funny, I'm speaking of it is the human of the human within the delusion. Those phrases are so powerful. Don't take my kindness for weakness. That's really still speaking of the 10 virgins. So people look at the kindness and think, but we're actually giving them the warning to let you know what what you think is going on here has nothing to do with that. You see, I'm just a vessel raised up to show you, how to get this thing right. Not for you to keep mooching and keep taking and taking and taking because I have a cutoff. See? Yes, kindness has boundaries. It lets you know that at a certain point, hold on, the math not mathing. Gotta cut this off. Gotta figure it out. And I love you, but you're gonna have to figure this out without me. See? Yeah. Take my kindness for weakness. Bless you for that. Yeah, full power. Yes. Full power. That's what humility is. Humility is being weak and strong at the same time. Full power. Not nobody stepping over you. We debunking all that over here, man. No more delusions. We operate in humility because we understand our fullness of power. I know when somebody's they're not in full knowing. So I'll take a lower road, not because I'm just gonna let them trample on me, but I'm gonna take it on to meet them where they at. See, we in full power over here. Yes, Lord. Come on, and we setting boundaries. Straight up, full power. I hear what you're saying, but no. Okay. I hear you. I got you. Yeah. No. That we've tried that too many times, and we've come to the same conclusion that that's not the way. See, you can't keep having me provide, and there's no reciprocity in this thing. Right? Boundaries is gonna be key in this hour. Keeping that oil in your lamp is gonna be key in this hour, brothers and sisters. All right. But we're gonna get through this thing together. Repent, be baptized, sin no more. Shabbat shalom. Yeah.
Shabbat shalom. Hey, Nabi. Love y'all.
Love you.
Love you, sister. Bless you.